Namaste everyone, and welcome to the evening Anchor the Light meditation. As you know, on Friday nights, Friday morning and evening, we're doing emotional healing, and that's what we're going to do today. So before we start, just have a short talk on what we did this morning. And one of the things that we covered this morning was back to the basics. Whatever emotional stuff we're going through, it's basically a response we have to the environment. So we have to go back to who created the thoughts, who created the emotions, who created the actions. And although this sounds so repetitive, it's one of the things that we usually forget. We get so enmeshed and entangled with what's going on in our life, with the environment, what people tell us, what people think of us, that these thoughts that we create oftentimes imprison us. So one of the things that we want to do when you do emotional healing is first realize that we created these thoughts and emotions, okay? You say, well, I can't help it because this happened, that happened. Exactly. But the most important part here is to remember that I, this being, whoever this being is, created these thoughts and emotions. And before those thoughts and emotions were created, because of a response to what's going on, the I existed. So in other words, before you got pissed off, you're already around. Before you were happy, you're around. So the thoughts and emotions were something that we created. And I just want to make sure that you remember that, because that is where your power is. In other words, you created something. That means you don't have to keep creating it if you don't want to. That's one. And number two, you can create what you want, so those affect you. In other words, you can deprogram yourself by not recreating the same thing. Because a lot of times we have this unconscious thought making, right? It's just, yeah, I can't help it. I keep thinking of this, thinking of that. Well, you just told me you thought of something. So, stop doing it. You don't need like 10 years of meditation in the Himalayas. Stop doing it. Direct to the point. If this is not good for you, stop doing it. But you see, most people, they say, oh, I can't help it, because they forget that they are the creator of those thoughts and emotions. Or they just simply never been taught. Like, I don't know about you, but growing up in school, nobody ever taught me that, I'm not the anger, I'm not the jealousy, I'm not this, I'm not that. No. In fact, I was taught in school, when you're pissed off, you say, I'm angry. I understand you're trying to be assertive, but that's basically owning the problem, owning the energy, which, not a good idea. Of course, as a kid, you can't explain all this to them, right? But the whole idea here is, once you understand, you go, I am the spiritual self. So I created these feelings, I created these thoughts. But they don't serve me anymore, it's not good for me, so okay, stop. You go, it's not that easy. It is. But if you say it's not, then you're right. Are you trying to convince me or convince yourself that you want to keep suffering? Get the idea? You see, that's why when you're going down this road of, oh, woe is me, and this and that, and then something happens that snaps you out of it, right? In NLP, you call that pattern interrupt. You go, okay, what am I pissed off again? So the fact that you can change course, it means it's possible. In fact, that's one of the things they do in NLP, right? If you're going on and on, I remember Tony Robbins was telling these stories. This lady kept talking, and he just took a glass of water, splashed it on her face. She goes, what'd you do that for? Just snap her out of it, and then, okay, tell me what you're talking about again. The lady goes, where was I? Exactly. Oftentimes we go on this road, and we keep saying we can't help it. It's because we are unconscious that we created it. Make sense? We just keep creating it. Oh, yeah, right? And so it keeps going, and you don't do anything, so you're asleep to it. So we keep going until what happens? Until we get interrupted by something good or something bad, or usually the bad is what really wakes us up. When something even worse happens, you go, okay, I better do something about it then. That's why when you hit that threshold, when you say, enough, what did you do? You change course. Because you had it. But until you get to that point, people are like, yeah, man, you don't understand, blah, 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 blah. So whenever people come for healing, right, they sit down and tell me this, and I'm going, are you done? Okay, close your eyes, put your tongue in your palate, let's do healing. They're going, aren't you going to talk to me? No, I'm not a counselor. I'm not going to sit here and listen to you complain. That's not my job. I'm here to take energy like a fire hose and wash you out. And they're like, oh, that's not what I expect. I expect you to talk to me. Yeah, I did. Tongue on your palate, close your eyes, let's go. Visualize you under waterfall violet light. They go, okay, okay. When we're done, how do you feel? Oh, I feel so much lighter. Because I'm not here to babysit you. They're going, oh. Now, granted, if that's what you're looking for, go to a professional. If you're looking for healing, we use energy. But you see, what people don't realize, the fundamental rule, and all of you know this, energy follows where you put your attention to, right? Now, of course, you guys, no. I read this energy follows thought. Actually, that's incomplete. Because energy follows where you put your attention to, whether it be a thought, an emotion, or movement. That's more complete. It's just most people simplify, oh, energy follows thought. No, energy follows where you put your attention physically, emotionally, or mentally. So what happens? If you're going through a lot of emotional pain, and you don't find something else to distract you, your energy is there, what happens? It keeps building. Now, how do you get out of it? There are many ways. That's why you notice that even though you're not doing so well, you're going through a lot of emotional pain, if somebody you love, somebody you really care about, is going through a difficult time, and you go, oh, I really have to take care of this person. What happens? At some point, when you're so busy helping them, your problem doesn't seem so big anymore. You notice that? Because when the heart chakra opens, it partially triggers the crown. As the divine energy comes down, the center of oneness uses the center of love to show compassion to someone else. Your solar plexus, where you store a lot of emotional crap, suddenly start going like that. Ask any parent. If you're listening, if you're a parent, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to have back pain, headache, and you have all these worries, cares, and concerns. If your child is sick, everything else doesn't matter. Only your child getting well. You notice that? Same thing. When you love someone so much, you're going to have back pain, headache, and whatever else, but it's somebody's birthday. I have to make it. I have to buy him this gift. So all those things don't matter. When you get that gift, you put it in front of them, you go like this. You look at their face, you're waiting for that magic moment. You didn't sit there and go, okay, I'm waiting for this person to open their gift, but I have back pain, headache, and all this crap, and blah, 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 blah. You don't do that, did you? No. Because at that time, all you cared about was the happiness you want to see burst out of their face when they open that gift that you want them. So it shows you can do it. You can do it. You see, I'm sharing this with you over and over, and you probably, in the months that we've been doing this, you probably heard me say it so many darn times. It's because even when we think we got it, guess what? Life happens, and we get distracted. And we forget who we are, that we are the soul, the spiritual self that created the movement with our bodies, created the feelings, and created the thoughts. So we get sucked in, and we get enslaved by these circumstances, their thoughts, emotions, and feelings, and we're swimming in the mud again until somebody pulls us out again. Whoop. You go, oh, I have so much peace, love. I feel like coming home. I feel like it feels like home when I'm meditating. That is your spiritual home. Unfortunately, most people just go to that spiritual home when they're in trouble. Either they do it by choice, they go, okay, things are not doing so well, so let me pray and meditate. Or things get so bad, you have nowhere else to turn, you go, I better ask for help. Sounds good? Sounds familiar? So my question to you is this, and this is the way my teacher explained, why do you want to wait to be in that circumstance before you do your spiritual practice? Because if you're doing your spiritual practice and on a regular basis remind yourself you are the spiritual self that creates your physical, emotional, mental world, then when things happen, you get to observe it and you get to respond to it in the way you choose to. Right? Bullet point spirituality. You are the soul. You create these thoughts and feelings. You created this movement with your body based on those thoughts and feelings. And then, whatever's happening, you go, okay, what is the appropriate thing to do? Then you act. Finished. Then you do it again. Again. At some point, it becomes a habit. When it becomes a habit, you start noticing, hey, how come when things don't go my way, I don't get so pissed off anymore? I start noticing that I'm actually quite calm and stay detached to it. Because you've had practice. The soul continues to be in control. So even though things explode, things go crazy, you've had practice. You're able to step back, observe, interpret, and act, feel, and think properly. And you do this over and over again. The series of inner peace episodes strung together is what you call serenity. You notice that some people, you look at them, it looks like they're smoking something, right? But they're not. They're always chill. They've had practice. Or they just don't care. One of the two. Haven't you noticed after our meditations? After meditation, say, come back to your body. You go, I know. Because you love it there so much, right? But when you do, because we have to end the session, when you come back, it's like, how come it's so quiet? How come there are no thoughts? How come it's so empty? Because at that time, you're getting a glimpse of what the real I, the soul, experiences 24 hours a day, minus all the influences of the physical, emotional, mental world. It is only at that time that you get to be in a place of such clarity that you can look, okay, this is the situation, what do I do? This is what's going on with him, with her, what's the appropriate thing to do? You can't meditate your problems away, but you can meditate and be at such a place of such stillness and clarity, you will know what to do to make those problems go away. Now, if you're swimming in the mud, screaming, yelling, and being pissed off, and whatever else, yeah, right. How much clarity do you think you have to make the right decision? Are we getting through? So when we talk about emotional healing, if you just do healing as you remove the negative thoughts and emotions, that's just a band-aid job. It's not going to last. That's why what do we do? We first affirm we're the soul, the spiritual self, to connect. We do a meditation like meditation twin hearts or the great invocation, so more spiritual energy flows through us to flush a lot of these negative thoughts, negative emotions out of our system, simultaneously generate a lot of good karma. As you bless other people, you'll be blessed. And then we practice stillness. Now the question is, how come we didn't start with stillness? The syntax is critical. The order is critical. If I say close your eyes, be still, you're going to go. Right? That's why that's the last part. Because the affirmation of I am connects you. The meditation cleanses you and increases the connection, allowing the spiritual self to go in and really control the body, the emotions, and the thoughts. And so when I say be still, you go, isn't that obvious? Stillness is the proof the soul is in control. Do you hear what I just said? Having the ability to be still on demand is proof that the soul controls the body, the emotions, and the thoughts. That's why many years ago, I remember one time, we were doing meditation, right? And some of you know what I'm talking about, you're meditating. And you start doing this. Some of you go, yeah, man, this is cool. So for me, that's a big thing because I'm an engineer by trade, super mental, very willful, always trying to do something, to actually be going, yeah, this is cool. For me, that's a huge thing. And later on, my teacher explained to me, the reason you do this is because when you really let go, the crown is spinning so fast, your body just kind of, follows part of that rotation. And sometimes as you do this, you start doing this. That's because with so much spiritual energy coming in, by the way, I'll talk about this in the Inner Christianity Revealed class next month, where that's the descent of the Holy Spirit, that you see people being slain by the Spirit. Now, you don't have to be in a Christian tradition to understand it. Being slain by the Spirit essentially means that there's so much divine energy coming down, your physical body gets overwhelmed, knocks out. That's one of the reasons, okay? Anyway, so my point is, this is good and great and everything. And then one of the meditations, I remember sitting on the floor with everyone meditating. It's going like this. And here we go again. Yee, woo, wah, woo. Of course, no sound effect. And suddenly I felt this hand on me. was my teacher. He said, be still, don't move. I go, oh man. Okay. The weird part is, when he told me to be still, I was gone. I had no clue where the heck I was. Just gone. And later on, he explained to us. He said, look, when you're meditating, if you really want to experience stillness, even the body has to be still. So a lot of people, when they're doing this, that's part of letting go, right? You're letting go. You're allowing your body to move. But at some point, in other words, you let go, so you're not attached to the body. Then you have to come back and control the body. Okay, let's do this again. When you're going like this, you're letting go, right? Because you're letting go of the stress, you're letting go of, having to sit a certain way. Just, yeah, I'm letting go. So that's good. But that's not the objective. After you let go, and you notice the body's moving, the higher soul, the spiritual self, has to come in and control the body, manifesting as stillness. That's why you notice at some point it becomes so still, you go like this. Have you had that experience before? What happened? When you went like this, it's almost like you go, man, I have to remember to breathe. But in reality, what actually happened is, in those moments that you quote unquote forgot to breathe, you were able to get a glimpse, a deep, deep glimpse that you are not the body. It is when you went like this that suddenly you got attached to the body. Oh yeah, I got to breathe. No, your body was fine. Because your stillness was so deep, the connection to the higher soul was so strong, that you didn't have to remember what's going on in the body, the emotions, and thoughts. Make sense? In other words, if you really want to achieve deep, deep spiritual connection, the body has to be very still. The emotions and the thoughts have to be almost non-existent. And a lot of you experience that during our meditation, right? Now just imagine you do this over and over again, which you're trying to do 6 times a week, right? If you do this every single day, even for 20 minutes, you'll notice after you're done, that level of stillness keeps going. That's why you notice after meditation, you go to work or people screaming and yelling at you, there's only 1 or 2 responses. You go, part of you go, what? What's your problem? Don't say that. If it's your family, you're going to get in trouble. You go, huh? It's like you cannot relate because you're vibrating at the level of the soul and they're screaming and yelling at you. You go, huh? It's like a different language. That's one response. The other response, for some of you, is you're so still and suddenly when there's so much noise, you go, ah! Because you saw the contrast. But all you have to do with something like this is very, very simple. After the meditation, if you notice places are still are noisy or you have to go to work and people are screaming and yelling, there's only 2 responses. One, you create an energy shield. You can create white light. I know a lot of you use white light. That's all right. It breaks down quickly. Haven't you noticed you have to keep doing it? That's why if you get the book Panic Psychic Self-Defense, and we're going to teach a class online soon. I just haven't had I don't have the schedule yet. You create a shield made of different colors. You can, in the book we cover using orange. Orange is expelling. You can use violet. So different colors are harder. You see, the reason we don't use white is as simple as this. White does not stay white. White contains the different colors. So as soon as it's hit by something, it'll break up to the different colors. While if you have orange or violet, it doesn't break down any further. Make sense? So that's one way. Another way is after meditation and people around you are going crazy, you're going to work or at home and people are like, ah! You just step back. You just say, I am not any of these emotions. Don't say it verbally. They're going to piss you off. They're going to piss them off. You just say, in your mind, you go, very interesting. I'm feeling their stress. I'm feeling their this and that. You go, wait. These are not mine. So as you say, these are not mine, these thoughts and emotions that they're projecting are not mine, that's their stress energy. I'm not going to own it. These are not mine. I'm the soul. I'm the spiritual self. I choose joy, happiness, peace, love, and whatever else you want to choose. Instantly, you start noticing, hey, it feels uncomfortable, but it doesn't rattle you. Make sense? However, it has a certain side effect, which I have to warn you. Some people might find you cold, like non-caring. So you have to kind of compensate by saying kind words. You have to give people hugs or whatever. Do something to emphasize the fact that you are still a loving person, not just Mr. Freeze. Clear? But that's what happens. You start to notice. You start to observe. That's how you don't get affected. You get to observe and decide. That's a big thing, because if you just focus on removing negative emotions and so on, that's just a patch-up job. Spirituality is the permanent cure for emotional issues. Without spirituality, everything is just a temporary fix, because you don't know who's keep creating these negative thoughts. But if you know who's creating the negative thoughts, negative emotions, you go, okay, stop it. Make sense? So I hope that helps. I know some of you are new. I try to use everyday language and not give you some big spiritual words, which I don't know them anyway. I like using ordinary terms. I hope that allows you to understand the power that you have, and you shouldn't give it away. When somebody is pissed off and angry, that's them, not you. And one last thing. You go, well, I really want to help people who are in pain. I commend you for that. Remember one thing. You don't have to suffer with them to help them. What did I say? You do not have to suffer with them in order to help them. Translation, you don't have to jump in the mud in order to help them. You can reach out your arm and pull them up. You don't have to jump in there, swim with them, and go and drown in the crap yourself. And the way you do that is go back and keep doing your spiritual practice. Because as you keep raising your vibration, your spiritual practice, it allows you to see things clearly. It allows you to be, from a higher perspective, be able to help them and pull them out of their mud. It's called service. All right, let's meditate. And after that, we'll do emotional cleansing. I hope I didn't bore you to death. Shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, personally to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui, Mahagu Jumeling, we thank you for divine light, love, guidance, help, healing, and protection. Thank you for blessing us with a loving heart, an intelligent mind, and a powerful will, that we may serve others. We thank you in full faith. So be it. By the way, I know a few of you, not just one, I think like quite a number of you have said that I speak too fast. I don't have a slow mode. Because there's so much information, and I only have this much time. I know a lot of you have commitments. I want to pack it in, so I speak fast. If you like, I speak Chinese, but I'm not going to get any better. All right, shall we? Put your attention on your crown. I am that. I am. I'm not the body, I'm not the emotion, I'm not the thoughts. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am that. The soul, the spiritual self. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, so I can control my mind. I am a being of divine love, a spiritual being of divine love, so I can control my emotions. I am a spiritual being of divine power to control the movements of my body. Therefore, I am that spiritual self, a being of divine love, divine intelligence, and divine power. And so it is. Just be still. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one to the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God. I am one with God. I am one with all. There is only oneness. I am that. Now, just be still. We'll take you even higher. In India, they are celebrating Diwali, the festival of lights. So just listen to the mantra Om Nama Para Brahman Om, which means I, the spiritual self, salute. Para Brahman is Supreme God. So put your awareness way above your crown. Some of you will see a brilliant light. You don't have to, but if you do, just look at that brilliant light. Just be still, listen, and just allow the energy to take you to a higher frequency. Om Namo Hara Brahman Om. Om Namo Para Brahman Om. Om Namo Para Brahman Om. Just be still and listen. The soul is listening. You, the soul, are listening. Om Namo Para Brahman Om. Om Namo Para Brahman Om. Be still and let go. We are one. We are one with the absolute Supreme God. We're one with God, we're one with all. There is only oneness. Om Namo Para Brahman Om. Let go. Maintain your stillness. Maintain your state of oneness. Keep your tongue on your palate. Simultaneously raise both hands in blessing. Visualize the earth in front of you. We'll do the meditation twin hearts, as taught to us by my teacher, Grandmaster Chok Sui. Be aware of your hearts and just say our hearts are one. Be aware of your crowns and say our crowns are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. Now be aware of your heart and your hands. Flood the earth with golden light. Flood the earth with pink light. Lots of beautiful pink light. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow love. Bless every person, every being on earth with peace and with love. Where there is injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there is doubt, let me sow faith. Where there is despair, let me sow hope. Bless every person, every being on earth with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and with joy. So be it. Be aware of your hearts and your hands and flood the earth with peace, with love, with a spirit of reconciliation and forgiveness, with a new hope and a new faith that things will get better, with light and spiritual joy. So be it. So be it. So be it. Now, be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Again, be aware of your hearts. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown and exhale. Gently one more time. Be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. And stay there. Now be aware of your crown in your hands and flood the earth with golden light. From the heart of God, through my crown, through my hands, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. Let all be blessed. So be it. From the heart of God, may all be blessed with peace, love, and kindness. And so it is. So it is. Now, be aware of your heart and your crown at the same time. Imagine beautiful golden light from your heart and your crown pouring out of our hands. Just say our hearts are one, our souls are one. And in this oneness, we humbly ask to be instruments and channels to bless Mother Earth with divine light, divine love, and divine kindness. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being, in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, may all sentient beings in every dimension, every direction, above and below, be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace, inner healing. For many at this time, physical and financial healing. So be it. So be it. From the center of the heart of God, may all be blessed with peace, love, and kindness. So be it. May all be blessed. So it is. Maintain your stillness and awareness. Maintain your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Lower your hands on your lap, palms up. Just be still. A few inches above your head, imagine the most beautiful golden flame you've ever seen. Like a miniature sun literally floating above your head. Be gently aware of the love within your heart. Allow that love from your heart to gently drift up to your throat, up to the center of your head, up through your crown, and into that golden sun. And stay there. Just listen. You're not the body, you're not the emotion, you're not the thoughts. You are the soul, a spiritual being of pure energy and light. That is your true nature. Be still and experience it now. Now be still. You're not the body, not the emotion, not the thoughts. You created those thoughts and emotions. Now we'll release the ones that serve you no more. Now just recall in your mind, what are some of the negative emotions, negative thoughts you want to let go? Observe it. Just identify it and observe it. Is it anger? Is it resentment? Is it jealousy? Is it lack of self-worth? Whatever it is, just observe it. See it as a gray cloud outside of you. Whatever they are. Good. Maintain your state of stillness and oneness. Just look at these gray clouds. These are the negative thoughts, negative emotions. Verbally, as you raise your dominant hand, say, these are not the I. I created these thoughts and emotions, but they serve me no more. These are not me. Go like this. Cut, disconnect. Imagine taking all those gray clouds and dump it into the salt water in your feet. If not, just imagine the violet fire. Just be still. Let's do it again. Recall whatever negative thoughts and emotions you want to release. Okay, identify it. That's all you need to do. What is it? Is it anger? Is it anxiety? Whatever it is, just observe it like a gray cloud coming off your body. Observe it like a gray cloud in front of you. Come on, you can do it. It could be anything. It could be fear. Could be feeling of unworthiness, low self-esteem, any of it. Now imagine all these thoughts and emotions coming out of your body like gray clouds, put in right in front of you. Just observe it. Just say, well, like this. Say, these are not me. These are not the I. Put your hand like this. Imagine you have a violet light around your hand. Say, cut, disconnect. Grab all these gray clouds, dump it into the salt water or into a violet fire. Say, disintegrate. Cut. These are not the I. Now keep your tongue on your palate. Be still. Repeat, I'm not the body, I'm not the emotion, I'm not the thoughts. I'm the spiritual self. I'm the soul. I am that. That am I. Just be still. Leave your awareness above your head. I am that. One more time. Whatever negative thoughts and emotions you want to release. Now, a lot of you might have noticed, I kind of don't remember anymore. That's exactly the point. It's like a balloon with air. You take the air out, the balloon collapses. Those negative thoughts and emotions are fed with energy. So as you keep draining the energy, it loses its shape and its bite on you. Okay, one more time. Decide whatever you want to get rid of. Anger, resentment, pissed off, anxiety, stress, fear, whatever it is. Justified or not. All you have to do is make a decision you want to get rid of it. Okay? Once you do, just imagine it's coming off your body like a cloud, grayish clouds. Just put it right in front of you. Keep going. Just oozing out of your pores. These clouds coming out. Could be from your front, back of your body, above, below, doesn't matter. I go like this. Say, these are not me. These are not the I. Cut, disconnect. Grab them, like grabbing all these gray clouds. Throw it in the salt water below you. You know, a lot of you should be there. Or into a violet fire if you're new. Just visualize a violet fire. Throw and say, disintegrate, cut. These are not the I. Cut. Okay, if you want to, you can wash your hands. Now tap your crown. Focus on your crown. Just on your crown. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotion. I'm not the thoughts. I'm the soul. I'm the spiritual self. I'm made in the image of God. I am a being of pure energy and spiritual light. I am that. Now just be still. I'm going to do some cleansing on you to help you out. Just to kind of accelerate the process. Just be receptive. The brilliant divine energy is cleansing your crown chakra, your forehead, your ajna, your back head. All negative thoughts, negative energies are disintegrated, released into the salt water. Now, the liquid divine energy is cleansing your throat chakras. Any worries, negative repetitive thoughts are disintegrated, extracted, expelled in the salt water. So be it. The liquid divine energy is pouring down to your front and back heart. It's pouring down into your front and back solar plexus, the area between your ribs, below your sternum. It's entering your front and back solar plexus, going deep, deep, deep into these chakras, dissolving all negative emotions. Extracted, expelled to the inner salt water. Now, so be it. Your front back solar plexus chakras are being cleansed. Your liver, your spleen chakras are being cleansed. The liquid divine energy is cleansing your navel. It's going down your spine, cleansing your basic chakra. Your entire body is literally soaking in this brilliant divine energy. Just listen. Om. 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 Disintegrate and cut. Okay, just be still. You don't have to do anything, but just keep your tongue on your palate. The rest will be done for you. Cut, disintegrate. Just be still. Just repeat after me. Repeat after me. I completely, deeply, permanently, gratefully accept all the divine healing energies. Again, I completely, deeply, permanently accept, gratefully accept all these divine healing energies. So be it. I completely, deeply, permanently, gratefully accept, absorb, fully assimilate all these divine healing energies. So be it. I completely, deeply, permanently, and gratefully accept, absorb, fully assimilate all these divine healing energies now. I completely, deeply, permanently, gratefully accept, absorb, fully assimilate all the divine healing energies spiritually, mentally, emotionally, etherically, and physically, and financially. So be it. I completely, deeply, permanently, gratefully accept, absorb, and fully assimilate on all levels all these divine healing energies now. So be it, so be it, And so it is. Now be still and let it soak deep into your cells. Fill your consciousness with it. Say thank you. You're not saying thank you to me, you're thanking the big guys upstairs. All right, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Thank you for your immense blessings in full faith. To my teacher, Master Twakok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, thank you all in full faith, so be it. All right, you can open your eyes. Does it feel like you're standing under a fire hose? But in a good way? Flush things out. Try to recall some of these negative thoughts, negative emotions you got rid of. And if you notice, like, what are they again? Or even if you do, it's like, it's still there, but I don't feel the bite. Exactly. You see, if you understand it as energy, you can do it detachedly, you can get rid of it. Any other way, it also works, but there's a tendency to unintentionally feed it. But if you understand it's energy, I don't want this, get out. And then you replace it with what's good. Peace, love, joy, happiness, etc., etc., and all the goody stuff. Okay? Anyway, I hope you had a good experience. What's today? Friday? Yeah, so on Monday, we'll continue with the Monday morning meditation. Monday morning, 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. The Wednesday one, I have to figure out what to do because I'll be traveling. And a lot of you who are joining us at UPW next week anticipate it's going to be another 30,000, 40,000 people. So, could you imagine that many people meditating with all that spiritual energy? Amazing, isn't it? I just so grateful that I've been given this opportunity to serve so many, because we always wanted to have more people be doing spiritual practice. Well, guess what? There's an army of them that are already like, yeah! And all you have to do is guide them in meditation. So I remember this past trip with Tony Robbins a week ago, I was talking to him, and he said, yeah, you're the only one who can put him into stillness in just a few minutes. And I felt honored he said that, but I give all credit to my teacher, Grandmaster Chokok Sui, because of his genius. He taught it to me, so all I'm doing is just following what he taught me. And that's what I'm doing with all you guys. So I know sometimes I can be harsh, I can be too direct, but I don't know how to do it any other way. Because sometimes the more you babysit someone and you enable their bad behavior, then they think it's okay to be negative and complain and, swim in the mud. So if I hurt your feelings, I apologize. That's not my intention. My intention is just kick you out of the mud. Because who wants to do it the slow way, right? Now, one last thing. Open your palms. Let's just fill ourselves with lots of loving divine energy. Just keep your tongue on your palate. Allow your soul to listen and participate. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Just be still. Just be still and receive. That's your special sauce for the day. Now let's share these blessings with Mother Earth. Aim your hands down. Be aware of your hands, your feet, and the base of your spine. Just project golden light, lots of it, down into the earth, and verbally repeat after me. This helps ground you. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it, and so it is. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, thank you. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chok Sui Mahaguju Mering, thank you. In full faith, so be it. Okay, I think that was a pretty powerful session. Even my body, who is not very sensitive, I felt something. So I hope you had a good experience and you can just rewatch this and redo it again. And I think that's it. The ones who are new, we're going to do this again 6 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m., 6 p.m., California time, okay? And the deep emotional healing which is basically what we did earlier, but for 9 straight weeks. And you just go to masterco.org. It's one of the things that's turning. Just click, sign up, and do your thingy. All right. And the ones who are going to be with me tomorrow for Panic Feng Shui, just make sure you already finish your registration process and bring your, if you have a, what do you call this thing? Your floor plan, it will help. And if you can look at the directions, we're going to talk about that tomorrow because it's going to be hard. You know, you're trying to listen, you're trying to study, and you're trying to think what's going on in your house, your office. So if you can, the best way to do it is either get a compass or there's something even better. Look at Google Maps. Look at your property from above. You will know if this is the entrance, which is north, south, east, west, and go accordingly. Because tomorrow we'll go to it in depth. Okay? I think that's pretty much it. So we wish you a fantastic weekend. Have a great weekend. Have fun and everything. Stay safe. Stay happy. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. We will see you either tomorrow or Monday.